Hello and welcome to Harvende Gaming. My name is Warwickor and this is episode 23 of my Let's Play the Banner Saga series. In the last episode, we continued with our caravan down the river. We helped a few people along the way. We tried to help some people and got robbed of some supplies, and we came across a waterfall in the river, which forced us onto the northern bank where we're about to fight a bunch of dredge. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's have a look at the battlefield. Oh man, I still just can't get over how awesome this artwork is. I might have to come through and play this again off camera just so I can actually have a really good look at everything. But yeah, you can see our ships are smashed here. Yeah, so what do we got? We got a 12-18, a 13-19, okay. Let's get Rook. We'll get Rook and Harkin over here. Mid can come down over here. She can come in the back. Yeah, alright, let's do it like this. Rook, you... No, you come... Yeah, you can just come up there. Yeah, just do a standard 6 break on him. He's going to come in and try to hit. Okay, he's doing armor damage. When do you go? Not until after Arbor. Yeah, move up to here and do some shield damage on this guy. What's your flank? Something skulks in the shadows. Ah, okay. That's new. Yep, you get the kill. Skulking in the shadows, hey? Jeez, well, I want to come up here and protect. I'm going to come up here and just knock this guy down a peg. Get some health damage on this other dude. Alright, cool. Well, you might as well just get this kill. More of those damn skulkers, fucking hell. How many of them are coming in? This guy's coming down here. Alright, well. You might as well come up here, Luden. Get a kill on this skulker. Kill that one, it might make the others run. Okay, so this is a new element to the battles. I kind of like it, it's good. You come over here. Knock this guy's armor right down. Bang. Okay, he comes into the battlefield slowly. You come just over here. Knock this guy's armor down. What's he got? 18, 13. Well, either as our tank's going to do as well, I think. Alright, you come all the way up here. You get this kill, Harkin, just whack him. Bang. Our tank's doing a great job. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna let Nid get the kill because I want her to level up. So he can hit him down to 1. You can come up here, knock this guy down. That's good. Nowhere you can go that gets you into the fight, so let's bring you over here and turn. Alright, you get the kill. Nice, she can be promoted now. Ivor's doing his best. In fact, he's tanking the absolute shit out of things, so he's not even doing his best. Get rid of this. Get rid of this guy. Alright, Skulker's coming to hit Nid. Where did that Skulker go? Bloody good question, that. Alright, you come up here. Get you out of the way of that. And attack. You get some of his shield down. Alright, you get his kill. There it is. Alright, well, come here, mate, and strip this guy's armor down. Oh man, she can almost get the kill. Not quite though. Yeah, alright. Just do the 10 damage. Knock him right down. I can get some kill. Bang. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Nid's ready to be promoted. And we're going to do that straight as we can. Harkin works his way through frantic clansmen on his way to you. You made some tough calls on that river. If those ships had been loaded down with more people, no telling how many we'd have lost. Thanks. Too bad the landing was so rough. Harkin squints into the distance. Their next attack is coming, and this time they'll come in force. What do they want? Then this is it. I've led everyone to a dead end and any chance of fighting through them. Any chance of fighting through them? No, not even before the losses we just took. But best we can do is become a wall they get tired of punching. You know an Ivan approach. There may be a way out of this situation, a gamble to be sure, but we believe it's our only chance. Gods, it's bad when a Walker option is the only option. Worse than that, I can't promise everyone will make it. You know, gives Ivan a look. Just tell me your plan. Ivan sighs. With Yuno's help, I think we can get us across the chasm, but it won't be easy, for me or the caravan. I need to help Ivan and calm these people so they're ready to march when he is ready. You need to keep this area clear of dredge at all costs. If the sound of a war horn cuts her off and everyone turns to look, the dredge assault begins. Rook, hearken, you know what to do. Oh, I know what to do, alright. It looks like the force you trained is roughly the size of the enemies. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. Yuno and Ivan move to the cliff's edge. Harkin, surveying the battlefield, says some supply barrels could make a few barricades for defense, otherwise it will be a straightforward assault. Yeah, sacrifice some supplies for barricades. Men and Wild begin moving barrels full of food and gear ahead of the fighters, but they look your way for confirmation. You realise these supplies will be ruined in the fight. Not for them to continue. The barrels are barely rolled into place before the fighting begins. Alright. So, before we go in, let's promote Nid for 7. Let's get her being able to add more to break. And let's give her a little bit of extra shield. Alright. Now, what kind of items do we have? +2 will and +2 strength. That's not bad. What do we got here? -2 aggro, yeah. Let's put... Oh, no, that's a level 5. Alright, well, let's drop the +3 break. Give Rook +2 will and +2 strength. Okay. Yeah, drag that down there. And then we can give Nid the extra break. Oddleaf is back. I want Oddleaf back in the mix. Yeah. Rima, yeah, let's promote him up as well. Oh, he can get some extra skill or more break. What do we want him to be? You know what? Let's give him more break. More break is always a good little option. Alright. And let's call. What items he got? Oh, +1 armor. Okay, I'm sure we can do better than that. Crit chance, knockback. No, we don't want -2 aggro on him. Yeah, +2 armor is better than +1 armor. Alright. Cool. Yeah, ready for battle. Alright. Ready for battle. Hold them off. This will take time. Yeah, thanks. Alright, so we've got some 10 and 15, 10 and 15. Okay, that's not too bad. Fix armor off the big guy straight away. Yeah, you come up here. Get 7 armor off the big guy. Yeah, take him right down. Why not? It's a good start. And then Harkin gets a kill. Ivor gets to lay down some hurt on this asshole. Here comes another one. They're coming out of the woodwork. You must keep the dredge away. That's what I'm doing, bitch. Jesus. Okay, I didn't think it looked like I was doing anything else. Alright, let's just move him up. End the turn. You take his strength down. Concentrate, Ivan. You're doing it. One on the battlefield. Okay, so Nid needs to move away now before she gets blown up. Oh, no, that's diagonal. She shouldn't get to. You, yeah, just keep on taking out armor. Comes another one. Another 2, alright. Well, at least our big guys are freaking... At least our big guys are getting down. Alright. You attack that guy. Arkin comes onto the battlefield, or comes up and kills this one. Bang. He steps in. Ivor gets a kill. Alright, Rook's next turn. I'll kill that guy that's making the noise. Almost, but we still need more time. Yeah, I'm giving you all I can. Alright. You come up here. Attack this guy. When does Rook move? Okay, next. Alright, Rook comes up here. Gets the kill. Ivor's still tanking, which is good to see. I would leave. You know what? You might as well go over to here. Alright, and you kill this guy. Oh no. Yeah, you kill this guy. If it comes down to get Harkin, that's something I wasn't expecting. Oh, damn. It's a little bit too far. Alright, move. Back. That should work. If we can clear away the dredge, we can proceed. Alright. That's what we're gonna do. Come up here over. Whack the shit out of this guy. Force him to move away. You come up here. No, attack. Alright. He gets to pillage. Rook comes up here and attacks. Taking away his strength. There are odd leaf. I'm gonna try to get Ned another kill. Oh, well. Okay, so we want to come up to there and get that kill. Bang. Nice. Good fight. Good fight. Wartime leadership plus 13 renown. 25 renown, nice. Juno walks under the floating land, cradling a kid goat in one arm. She looks strained, but beckons to the families to follow. You shout for everyone to start moving, but the fighters and clansmen alike remain motionless. Large chunks of earth bobbing in mid-air like ships at sea has everyone unsettled. Finally, Ivor takes the reins of a yox loaded with a supply cart and walks out onto the first floating stone. It supports the load without issue. We go this way or the dredge kill us all. His words are punctuated by slinger stones thudding into the ground only feet away. Men pick up their children and start running. The caravan animals squawk and bleat in the frenzy. Wild push through the crowd while others fight to follow in their wake. The frightened mob tramples a few and knocks a couple more from the ledge before everyone is strangely pacified. Even you feel a sense of calm settle your nerves. -5 clansmen. Oi, look out. The wounded and elderly struggle to make it onto the floating rocks while fear of the bridge paralyzes the legs of others. The dredge give chase, crossing onto the bridge without hesitation. Charge into the dredge. We could always use more renown. You launch yourself into the approaching dredge, swinging your axe wildly and driving a few backward. Other fighters and archers follow your lead, holding off the dredge until the last of the clansmen make it past you. The stones under your feet begin trembling and you realise it won't hold much longer. Run, you shout to the fighters who join you. Almost all push forward as the stones nearest the land fall away into the chasm below. Got a couple of renown for it. Oh man, look at all the earth slipping away. That's savage. Ivan is growing visibly weaker. Meanwhile, many in the caravan are stunned by witnessing family members fall to their deaths. The effect is spreading. Everyone look forward, move. Rip a weeping man away from the falling edge. Ask Ivan how you can help him. Run to the back and push people forward. Rip a weeping man away from the falling edge. You grab a man by the tunic who's reaching out to his fallen wife, violently jerking him off a crumbling rock. Keep going, you shout at him. Morale improved. Your action and authority seems to jar others from their hopelessness, and the caravan begins moving steadily again. Oh man. Well, at least those assholes that fucking stole our supplies before are gonna die. The stones behind the caravan are falling faster than the rising ones in front. The rear clansmen are pushing forward in a panic. Bulwark shouts, "Knock some of the people over the edge before we all go down." People gasp and flee from him. "We are carrying too much," says Ivor. "We've got to get rid of something before that mender drops us all into the depths." You look around and see only people, food, and the massive cart the ravens are hauling. Only 2 of those are an option. "Dump more food." The ones closest to the supplies look at you, bewildered. "We won't need food if we don't make it across," you shout. Slowly, a couple of carts are unhitched and shoved over the edge. Ivan's relief is almost instant and the bridge extends, giving everyone more room and time to move. Oh well, we're coming up to a town. Ormsdala. Just a bit further, Ivan. I wonder what would be more like taxing. Bringing up all those stones and letting the ones drop off, or just moving all of the stones with the people on them. Ivan's scream chills you as it echoes off a cliff mere 100 yards away. Again, the bridge shakes but stays together. When Juno looks at you, her lips are trembling. "This is killing him," she says, "and I won't let that happen." Her tone is dark and cold. "What's the alternative?" "We'll dump the rest of the supplies." This was your plan. "We'll dump the rest of the supplies." "Thank you. We'll replace them in Ormsdala," says Juno before returning to Ivan's side. The supplies are dumped and the caravan moves forward. Well, that's all of our supplies gone, so this town better have some bloody food in it. And watch your step. Watch your step.
We made it across that chasm. Now we find what's left of Ormsdala. Once a great trade town at the fork of the Ormsa River. How many lives must have been lost here?
Looks like a few buildings might have made it. Whatever caused that chasm completely destroyed this place. From the massive wild to the youngest human children, everyone is sapped from crossing the chasm. Tents are loosely strung up and gear is thrown on the ground as everyone falls asleep. You manage to post a few guards out of habit before sinking down against a crate, wrapping your cloak around you and closing your eyes. Your chest aches as if from a wasp sting. Feeling around for the cause of it, you look down between your leathery, grey fingers running over a red stone breastplate. Gasping, you open your eyes to find your cloak still wrapped around you. No stone armour underneath. The caravan is still asleep, snoring more prevalent than usual. You're about to drift off for a bit more rest before facing the task. You're able to drift off before facing the task of the new day. Alright, so we've still got a couple of days of supplies, so they don't at least take everything from you. Normal caravan morale does not affect your hero's willpower in battle. Maintain sufficient supplies and rest. Yes, thank you for that. Alright. Ruins. You make your way across the broken bones of the former trade town, curious as to what's inside this building, which is still somewhat intact. The structure groans as you enter and you hear yourself whispering, "This isn't worth it." After a quick survey of the room, only 2 things stand out. A stone with strange etchings resting on the broken mantle, and footprints in the dust near a small door in the wall. A gust of wind blows up from the chasm and the whole building creaks. I know you're there. I'm here to help. The small door creaks open and a child looks at you. Come here, you say. This place isn't safe. Her red hair catches the light. Alette, you shout. I can save you. You reach for the child, who is terrified by your appearance and words. She slams the door and closed, and the building shudders. Wooden planks around you snap and you barely have time to flee before a large section of the structure crumbles off the cliff. You sit in the dirt staring, emotions knotted in your throat. I wonder if you start, or if you're playing as Alette and you choose that option, you save the kid, and if I had have gone for the stone, maybe I would have gotten the stone as Rook, but maybe as Alette I wouldn't have got it, you know. I wonder if that's the case. Anyway, let's talk to Ivor, and then we'll look at our heroes, and then we'll call that the end of the episode, I think. Ivor stands stoically by Ivan's pallet, watching the menders breathing. It took a lot out of him. Out of everyone. No doubt, a lot of families lost members out there. So why even follow me? I get people killed. I'm not doing this again. If you can't see the number of people out there still alive because of you, nothing I say will change it. With nothing to say, you look down at the resting mender. The spell weaving took a toll on him. He looks as bad as me. Before Ivor can respond, Oddleif abruptly enters the room. Good, you're here. It's the Ravens. They're trying to leave and some of our people want to go with them. What? Why? Let them, it's their choice. Ivor, think we can stop them? You know what? Screw it. Let them. It's their choice. I know, but they've been hoarding supplies this whole time and they're trying to take off with them. Yuno and Harkin are trying to talk sense into Bulwark, so it's desperate. As you make your way to the door, you turn to look at Ivor. Another wild isn't going to help that situation. I'll stay here with the mender. Alright, here we go.
Stand down, or you'll be missing more than your horns. Stand down, you son of a yacht!
Oh, here we go. I can't calm him. His fury. Here they are, just as I said. Bulwark's lost his mind. Take him down. You know what? We're going to end this episode on another cliffhanger with another start to a battle. I know, stinker, huh? Alright, well, thanks for joining me today, especially if you've made it through to the end. Please like the video if you've been enjoying the story, and consider subscribing if you would like to see what happens next and like to see where this adventure takes us. Feel free to leave a comment if you'd like to give me some feedback, or if you think I should have made a different decision, or if you just want to say hi. Yeah. Other than that, I hope you all have a good day. Never stop loving life.